Shema Yashala Yahweh Alhaganawa Yahweh Ahad Shema Yashala Yahweh Alhaganawa Yahweh Ahad Shema Yashala Yahweh Alhaganawa Yahweh Ahad Rocket the Yahweh, Rocket the Yahweh Shai, Rocket the Yahweh, Rocket the Yahweh Shai, Rocket the Yahweh, Rocket the Yahweh Shai, Bahashon Hakodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. I also want to say peace and blessings as well as health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Of the high spirit, we in Judah. And today I want to go into a topic entitled, well, it's another installment of being economical. It's just a third installment of, being economical and having certain strategies of economics within the household. Because one thing that we weren't taught, all right, because we live in an outsourced economy, we live in an economy within a society where everything is outsourced outside your house, all right, as the brother would coin it, all right, meaning that if you want to wash clothes, there's a laundry facility. If you want something to eat, there's a million different restaurants. All right, if you want food that you have to cook, all right, you can just go to the store. All right, not understanding that, your pantry and your cabinets, that's the store. That's the storage. All right, your washer and dryer, that's the laundry facility. Your kitchen, that's the restaurant. Okay? And the nature of Babylon is to really always keep you outside your house. And a lot of times when you're always outside the house, whether it's for a job or entertainment or whatever it may have you, you can neglect the government that's within your house. So, we do these installments through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai because we dedicate our lives to this truth, man. We dedicate our lives to this ministry. All right, starting with the elder apostles at Great Millstone, starting with elder apostles of heart, on down to us. We dedicate our lives, all right, to this ministry, okay? And some of us are better managers of money than others, all right? And what happened is some of us have picked up certain habits that are conducive to better house management than others. So you'll very well have a brother that's at camp on the line reading, and he has habits or he has a structure by himself, all right, that allows him to have better management of his life, but he's standing next to another brother who doesn't. But the brother who doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. And the brother that doesn't understand that he's doing something that's second nature to him, that benefits him, that other men in this camp are struggling with. So that's why I do these installments, to put us all on the same level if you're not already on that level, okay? And furthermore, these are things that I've learned on my journey, and it comes with challenges, all right? Because a lot of times we feel like the Most High, we want the Most High to give us more, or if we could only made more money, Sometimes the thing in your lesson, the problem in your lesson that you have to learn is not about making more money, but budgeting your money. So today I want to get into budgeting, all right? And there's a guy by the name of David Ramsey. David Ramsey, he's like a financial guru or whatever, and he goes into envelope budgeting, all right? And some people talk down against the envelope budgeting as far as, in respects to having financial wealth per se, all right, and generational wealth. But you have to have a foundation. That's my take on it. So David Ramsey get into something called envelope budgeting, and that's when you compartmentalize your money literally into envelopes. Now there's a digital version of it where you put your money, like this in your account, into different digital envelopes within your phone. But envelope budgeting is when you literally put your money into different compartments in an envelope. So for example, you got your rent and your car note, right? You might not put that in the envelope, but outside of that money, you got your light bill, you got maybe your water bill, all right, you got your groceries for the week, all right, you have your gas, all right. So I just named 4 different things right there. So you will have 4 different envelopes every week or every pay period, all right. So the scriptures speak about ruling over your spirit. Well, what you do with your money is a a representation of what you do with your spirit. It's how you is really an extension of your spirit. Your money is really like an extension of the energy inside you, your spirit. So one thing we have to do is rulers is rule over ourselves. All right. So a man who doesn't rule over his money, that's a sign that he's a man who doesn't rule over himself. So what you do, you put your spirit or your money, your currency, into different compartments. So like I said, you might have an envelope for your gas. You might have an envelope for your water bill, an envelope for your electric bill. That way you don't forget certain things. You might have an envelope that you put all your receipts in. It tells you they have everything in writing, pursuant to Sirach 42. So one thing that helps us in this society is having envelopes. And I want to get into spreadsheets as well. Especially if you have a small business, you got to hustle. Just keeping up with all your transactions. Keeping up with the money you spent and the money that you have coming in, your income and your revenue, okay? But I noticed that when you compartmentalize your money, or you give yourself restrictions, there's two things that happen. Your mind becomes more organized, and also you become more practical in your affairs. You have more logic and reason, because when you're forced to shop within your means, then you become more creative to save money. So if you have a budget of, say, $60 to buy food for the week, you're not going to go out to a fast food joint every day or twice a day. You're not going to even go out and buy ready-made food every day. You're going to really start from scratch. Like, well, I might buy my meat and I might buy my vegetables, all right? But you will make an effort to go to the smallest denominator, so to speak, which is really buying the ingredients. But when you put yourself in that position where you're forced to live within a certain restriction, a financial restriction, it makes you think more logically in general, you see? Because one thing you have to do in Babylon is think. All right, you have to think, you have to be calculated in your spending. You have to be calculated in your schedule. Because if not, you're gonna be forgetful, you're gonna be negligent, you're not gonna follow through on commitments, all right? Because if your life was like a horse, it's an untamed horse. You haven't broken the horse, all right? You gotta steer the horse in the direction you want it to go into. Now, clearly, the scripture says a man's going as of Yahweh B'Shem Hawashai, all right? But still, as a man, you have to be practical and judicial in your affairs. You have to have control, at least over your kingdom, which is your life. Your personal affairs is your kingdom, okay? So going back into envelope budgeting, man. Instead of just having a wad of money in your hand and having a mentality where I got it, so I ain't even got to be careful like that. Now, still be careful. Even if you get your taxes or a lump sum of money, unless you have some type of debt you're trying to pay off, still carry yourself as though you didn't get that money. Because I believe as a man that when the Most High give you a lump sum of money like a stimulus check, all right, or your income tax, that's not so you can chip away at it with little spendings till it's gone. That's for either a financial safety net or to take care of a lump sum payment. All right? You know, take care of something that you can't take care of with your own income because you don't have enough money. You know? So, and the scripture says money is a defense. All right? But even if you have like envelope budgeting is a structure that allows you to save money. It keeps you from overspending. All right? Envelope budgeting, you can couple that with like like I said, having a receipt to put out, having an envelope to put all your receipts in. All right, this is a form of power. We always talk about power. All right, but power starts on this side. Practicing being a king. Being a king starts on this side. All right? Having control over your kingdom, over your affairs on this side. Knowing what you have coming in, knowing what you have going out on this side. That matters, man. And that gives you a sense of pride, man. It gives you more self-respect. Self-control gives you self-respect. You see? When you can control your energy, when you control your spirit, you have rule over your spirit. Because, like I said, how you spend your money is a sign of how you can handle your spirit. You know? How you can handle yourself like a child, a young lad that's 8 years old, 9 years old. He doesn't have control over his spirit. So You would tell him to be quiet, and he might be quiet for what? A couple seconds, and he'll start back talking. You might tell him sit down somewhere, he'll sit down, and he'll start back running and playing, because he doesn't have rule over his spirit. But like Apostle Paul said, when I was a child, I thought as a child, I understood as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. So part of that childish thing is not having control over your spirit, or through spending. All right? Like when you watch rap videos, it's like this is little rap songs and rap videos. It's little boy culture. Blowing all your money, that's little boy culture. Having a wad of money in your hand, buying a bar, just blowing money, that's little boy shit. That's what little boys do. You give them money, they gonna blow it. Now a man makes an inheritance for his children's children. Now we're not in this country to build generational wealth or pass down something to our grandkids, because we don't believe we're gonna be here 10 years from now, 5 years from now. All right, but you still gotta move like you're in the ancient world, man. I notice in this truth, you have to be careful with your mindset and not to have the wrong mindset based off being in the right mindset. Let me expound. The scripture said we have no continuing dwelling city. So you have a mindset that we're not gonna be here long. That's a good mindset. But you can't be negligent of your health or your money because you know we're not gonna be here long. You can't have the mentality, I'm gonna stop paying bills because I know I'm not gonna be here long. Or I'm not gonna put money back because I know I'm not gonna be here long. If you got the ability to put money back instead of spending it, put it back instead of spending it. Or put a percentage back instead of spending everything. You see El Apostle Bart, he's not negligent of his health. El Apostle Hart, he's not negligent of his health. El Apostle Ka, they're not negligent with their health. El Apostle Ramla, he's not negligent with his health. So it's wise to really have your mindset on putting money back. And it's wise to be healthy, man. Okay? But going back to envelope budgeting, which is one tactic you can use, there are many different tactics you can use to put money back. But this helps you refine your craft in the art of really saving money, in the art of being economical. This is one of the tools, all right, within the craft of being economical, man. And that's envelope budgeting, compartmentalizing your money. Because I know how I am when I don't have a budget, and I know how I am when I do have a budget. And my mind is more organized, it's more structured. I'm more sure of myself when it comes to spending. Because the ultimate goal is I don't want to spend my money, or I don't want to spend all my money. You know? A lot of us can't pay tax, all right? Not because we don't have the money, because we don't have a budget implemented. You know? But when you all over your place with the spending, that's an indication that you're all over you lack self-control in general. You know, you don't have control over your mind. Really, it's rooted in your mind. All right, things pop up in your mind, and you act on it without putting it in a schedule. All right, without putting it in order. Without saying, okay, I need to do this, but I do it Tuesday. You try to do everything. You make an effort to do everything at one time, or you might not be prioritized. So you have things that you want. All right, things you want to purchase, but you don't wait to buy it, or you don't put it in a budget and say, all right, I'm gonna allot this amount of money for this particular purchase. So we have to make sure that, you know, we as men, we're being practical like men in our affairs, man. And the scripture says, and also in Sirach, it might be the 32nd chapter. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Let reason go before every enterprise and counsel before every action. We have to be reasonable in every enterprise, man. All right, if you don't have a car yet, you know, let's say you're in your 20s, right? You might have a car, you might have a job, you may not have a job, but you got like 20 pair of shoes, man. That doesn't make any sense. You know, you're in your 20s, you having sex with a woman or women or whatever you got going on. You make an effort to please your flesh, but you're not making proper provisions to have your own apartment, man. All a man need in Babylon is a damn studio apartment and a cash car, man. You know, granted, you might need you might be in a situation where you gotta go to the dealership, but all you need in Babylon, man, is an apartment and a car, man. And a little boy mindset is to put your goodies before your necessity. So it'll behoove you, all right? It'll behoove you okay, to it'll behoove you, Salat. It'll behoove, I had got distracted by something. It'll behoove you to make sure you put your priorities first, all right? Make sure, okay, you get a car, you know, a car note, if need be, all right? Get you an apartment, and then, all right, take care of your goodies. All right, that's a grown man mindset. Put your responsibilities first, then take care of your goodies, man. All right, but just for us to have more organization and structure in general, all right, that's for us to have more organization and structure in general, okay? Make sure we have a system put in place. Envelope budgeting is one system. There might be another system for you. You might have another system, all right, put in place for you, you see? But envelope budgeting is one. All right, but with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashemi Habashai, Bahashim Rakahakadash. I also want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who we well. I also want to say peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba, Kamar Shalom.